Hello everyone, Leah from Toon Runes here, and today we're finally getting into the big theories that I have about Steven Universe, the movie. Back in my reaction video to the trailer a bit ago, I kind of hinted at what my theories were for this movie. Now that the dust has settled a bit, I figured it was the perfect time to talk about the biggest mystery that this movie has, the identity of the antagonist with the heart-shaped gemstone. It is important to note before we start, however, that this is a two-part video theory, so look out for the second one a few days from now. This video will be covering one possibility, and the second will be covering the other. Now on to the rest of the theory. Admittedly, we don't know much about this gem. What we do know is that she's trying to kill Steven, and that all of Earth's organic life is going to be destroyed in 41 hours if she's not stopped. We still don't have a name or really even her motive for doing this. The closest thing to a motive that we have is that she's out for revenge, as listed on the official website for the movie, which I will be linking down below. The website does list something that's also interesting, however, and that is Rose Quartz and Pink Diamond's bio. Now, the inclusion of Rose struck me as a bit odd, given she shouldn't really matter enough in the context of this movie to be listed in such detail, especially since the main drama with her supposedly ended back in Change Your Mind. The only other characters that have bios on this website are Garnet, Amethyst, Pearl, and Steven. Those make sense given they're the main characters of the show, but the inclusion of Rose leads me to believe that she has a pretty substantial part to play in this movie if she was important enough to be included. If anything, to me, this just shows that Rose is important to this mystery gem's identity. In terms of what that identity is, however, I have two guesses. One is that this mystery gem is a failed Pink Diamond replacement, and the other is that this gem is a Rose Quartz, like an actual Rose Quartz. This theory video will be covering the Rose Quartz theory. Now, what evidence is there to suggest this mystery gem is a Rose Quartz in the first place? Well, it would explain her motive for seeking revenge. If you guys remember back in the episode That Will Be All, it's revealed that all of the Rose Quartz gems were poofed and bubbled following the supposed shattering of Pink Diamond. They were kept in the human zoo, awaiting to either be shattered or forgotten about entirely. This all happened because Pink Diamond took on the identity of a Rose Quartz soldier who rebelled, which led to Yellow and Blue Diamond blaming the shattering on that specific gemstone. All of the Rose Quartz were blamed for the shattering when a gem of their cut didn't even truly commit the crime in the first place. This would lead to the mystery gem's motive for revenge. The gem rebellion wasn't victimless. A lot of innocent gems were shattered or punished even when they weren't involved in the rebellion. You have Lapis, who was imprisoned in a mirror for being mistaken as a crystal gem, Jasper, who became corrupted seeking revenge for her diamond, and all of the Rose Quartz gems who were poofed and bubbled for a crime they had no part of. There must be some gems out there who hold resentment towards Pink Diamond and her actions, especially now that they know the truth. How could they not if it's brought them nothing but suffering? That's where our mystery gem comes in. If she were one of the poofed and bubbled Rose Quartz gems, her motive for revenge would make sense. Imagine if you were bubbled for over 6,000 years for a crime you didn't have any part in. It's basically the equivalent to false incarceration. So even though Rose is gone and is still gone in this movie, the effects of how she handled her rebellion are still widespread. The 2-year time frame would also make sense, as I'm sure the Rose Quartz gems were freed from their bubble prisons shortly after Change Your Mind, when Steven's true identity was made known. This would also give the mystery gem enough time to emerge, learn about what happened, become enraged, and plan her revenge. What better way to get revenge on someone than to destroy what caused them to rebel in the first place? Earth. If Earth had never existed, then the rebellion would have never taken place, and the Rose Quartz gems would have never been imprisoned. It's the most hard-hitting punishment, taking away what the rebellion was fought for. Now, as much as this motive does make sense, there is one major hole in this theory. The most damning one is the mystery gem's appearance. She looks nothing like Pink Diamond's Rose disguise. While there are faceted Rose Quartz gems that are heart-shaped, her physical form doesn't really reflect Rose's disguise. Now, it is entirely possible that Pink made her disguise before she made the actual Rose Quartz gem, and that's why there was such a difference in appearance. And maybe that will be addressed in the movie, as well as to add to the revenge aspect, as they were only made to cover up her identity. I think that it would add more of a unique twist to the revenge aspect, but it's also speculation with no backing at this point. The mystery gem's differing appearance could also be similar to how there are defective gems in every batch of gems. For example, how Amethyst looks nothing like the traditional Amethyst, and how Skinny Jasper looks nothing like Jasper. She could be a defective Rose Quartz rather than one who is perfect and looks like how she's supposed to. This would explain why she looks nothing like Rose's disguise. It would also be a painfully ironic twist, as the Rose Quartz gem in real life actually stands for healing, universal love, self-love, deep inner healing, and peace. If this gem was a rose quartz who is defective, and instead of healing things hurt people, it would follow the rules that the series has been setting up for multiple seasons now. It's all very fascinating to speculate about, really. But as far as further evidence for this theory, I admittedly don't really have any. Other than the motive and the existence of the bubbled rose quartz gems, a lot of this is simply speculation. That said, I'd love to hear what you guys think. Do you think it's likely that the mystery gem is a rose quartz? Let me know in the comments down below or over on my Twitter. Today's video is powered by Patreon. My top tier patrons are Zachary Ansley and Shirlise Jefferson. It's because of people like them that I can continue to make videos, and I cannot thank them enough for their support. And if you like this video, please make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon to see more from me. And I will see you all in the next video. Have an amazing day, everyone.